Hi guys, welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Drea, also known as Makeup with Drea on Instagram. I got a lot of requests to do a in-depth brow tutorial, so today I thought I would sit down and film a in-depth brow tutorial. Duh! If you're interested on how I got these brows, then just keep on watching. X micro brow pencil, and it looks like this. And I'm going to just start off by brushing the brow. Now that that's brushed, I'm going to start by lining the bottom of the brow. And I'm going to start off by the front, and I'm going to try and make the line as even and balanced as possible. Well, I cannot talk well. I'm going to try and make the line as even as possible so it's all balanced out. Because see, right here in the front of the brow, I don't have much hair. So we want to try and make it all balanced. So drawing a line on the bottom and connecting it to the rest of the brow, like so. So now that that is roughly underlined, we're going to do the same thing to the top of the brow, and we're going to line the top of the brow and try and make it as balanced and even as possible. And I like to start off by working on the midway to the end of the brow, just because I really need to focus that tail and arch. Just like so. And then connect it like that. And now I'm going to do the front of the brow. Just like that. Take your time with it. You know, no one wakes up one day and automatically knows how to do their brows. It just takes time, patience, and practice. And then sooner or later, you'll start to get the hang of it. So now that that is drawn, now that that's done, I'm going to fill in the brow with the same pencil. Just like that. You don't have to be, you know, neat or whatever. Just fill it in like so. I like to leave the very front of the brow blank. I don't do anything to that part, and we'll discuss that later. Okay. So now that that's roughly colored in, I still can see that I have some blank, empty spots in my brow that aren't too filled in, that don't have as much color as I would like them to have. So I'm going to just go back and forth in the brow to really get that color in, just like that. Get it all colored in. Okay, and once you look like Chewbacca, then you want to brush the hairs back in place, like so. Just like that. Okay, so now that we did that, we're going to use the other end, the spoolie part, and we're going to start here and drag it this way, okay? And that's what's going to really give you that nice blend. So just do that, and you start getting, you know, that blend. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to now line the bottom part of the brow a little bit more, just so it has more of a defined shape. Just barely, just like that. Okay. And like to go in and color it in just a little bit more to make it a little bit darker. Just a tad, using a very light hand. Okay, just like that. To be using concealer and carving out the bottom of the brow, and that'll give you a much more cleaner look. To clean the bottom of the brow, I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Fair Neutral. And with that, I'll be using you guys, I got so scared. I thought this whole time I wasn't recording. Thank God I am recording. Oh my God. To be using the Morphe M421 brush, and this is what it looks like. Mine is dirty obviously because I use it almost every day. So I just like to grab a little bit of that concealer and put it on the back of my hand. And then I like to start at the end of the brow. Oh, and I don't know if this might help you guys, but I like to use a 10 times magnifying mirror for my brows. I don't know if it's just because I'm blind as shit, or I don't know, but it really does help. It helps you get very detailed. Okay, so I like to start at the end of the brow, like so. And I like to drag it all the way down towards the tail because that's going to give you a more of a sharper look. And I still haven't picked up any product yet since I first picked up product on my brush. Someone's ugly ass chihuahua's barking. Okay, so now that I lined and carved out the brow, I'm going to now fill it in with the rest of the concealer. I'm going to just do this. I like to drag it all the way to the lid because I like to use this concealer as a base before I apply my eyeshadows. Blend out the concealer. I like to use the Morphe M173 brush. It looks like this. So I like to blend it out just like this. Very quick swipe motions. And then if you want, you can go in with your beauty blender and tap it if you like. You know, it's really all about what's easier for you. This is just what works best for me. Sometimes things that work best for me might not work for you. It's all about finding the right technique that works out for you. For the top of the brow, I like to use the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I use this as my foundation as well. I am in the color 01 Creamy Vanilla. So I just pump about half a pump into the back of my hand, just a little bit. You know, a little bit goes a long ways with this foundation. You don't want too much. Grab a little bit with my Morphe M421 brush. Okay, and we're going to do the top of the brow. I like to focus on the end of the brow as well with the top. You gotta really take your time with this. It's better to get it perfect the first time instead of going back in with the pencil over and over again. Okay, and then this is how I do the front of the brow. I like to grab my brush and start it right here and just drag it all the way, just like that. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M173 brush, and we're going to blend it out the way I did to the bottom of the brow. Okay, now that that is nice and blended, you go to the front of the brow and just tap it very lightly to get rid of, you know, all that color that was in the middle of the brow. I like to tap my finger over my brow.
Bless me.
Okay. So I just go like this, just to get rid of whatever leftover product there is. That way there's not like thick line, a thick ring around the whole brow, and you don't want that. Alright you guys, so that concludes today's video. I hope you learned something new today, and if you liked my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh great. No foundation on my damn bobby pin. Oh, you don't want to go out looking like you have a unibrow. Unless that's the look you're going for, then by all means go for it. But at the end of the day, your brows are not twins, they are sisters. So it's okay if they look a little off. Just make sure they don't look totally off, because you know, then you'll be going out looking like a crazy woman. Or boy, a crazy man, whatever. Hi guys! Today